Hello and good afternoon, Antioch, California, which is where I am hosting this class live. That's in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I'm so happy to be back on Facebook Live. It was boiling hot the last 2 weeks, and I said, no way, Jose, am I going to do a live class. Like, forget that. So, but I am here now, and it's very much more comfortable temperatures. And you see in my background, I've got the fall foliage showing as well. Well, what do I have in store for you today? I did a master class at a place called Ray Studio in San Francisco. That's where I'm going to do all my master classes now. And it occurred to me that we need to do more deep stretching. Yeah. A lot more like really just getting into some of the deeper positions. The vinyasa is good, but how do we get into these kind of really deep positions, forward folds, getting external rotations, better pigeon poses, better sundial compass pose, working on things like Tadabhasana, Visvamitrasana, very intense poses. So that is what I have for you today. We're going to build that fire, right, to keep us warm through the autumn and winter. Here we go. Now, as we go along, I'm going to give you all of the deets so you'll be able to find me in other places. Let's start out on our backs, which is where I like to start. So roll back, give your knees a hug. All right, take your legs up. Yeah. And down. Up is your inhale. Down is your exhale. Let's do this a little quicker. Up and down. 7. 6. See how I'm getting to my feet quickly? 5. 4. 3. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 1. Exhale. Hold. Nice. Lift up your head and shoulders. Take your arms through the center. See, that's what we're going to be working the abs here. We're going to open up a bit. Open and close. Open and close. You can let your head down when you open. 8. 7. 6. Oh, here we go. 5. Little burn coming in here now. Yeah. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Hold on to your feet. Look, folks, look how deeply the knees come into my shoulders. So I'm really pulling the feet. The heels are down by my buttocks. The knees are down by my shoulders. That's the one we want, okay? Relax the head and shoulders. Take your legs out in front of you one at a time. We're going to sit all the way up, reaching up, lifting up, flex your feet, sit up tall, and then take your stretch. All right? Looking good. Let's roll back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, real slow. 3, 2, and 1. Coming up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, wait for it, 2 and 1. There's your stretch. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, wait for it, 2 and 1. Here we go. Up, up. Now it's hard to believe, but having a strong core is going to help you stretch. Going back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, wait for it, 2 and 1. Oh, 8, 7, 6, 5, wait for 4, 3, 2 and 1. Hold here. Now, go ahead and take your right calf. You don't have to grab the foot, not even the ankle. Mostly you just have to, a long leg, keep this leg long. You have to have that. Sit up tall in the ribs, get the shoulders back. Good. It's one of my favorite drills. It's called drop and pulse. Drop, pulse, pulse, pulse. Drop, pulse, pulse, pulse. Drop, pulse, pulse, pulse. You could use your fingers a little bit. Pulse, pulse. 4 more. Drop, up, pulse, pulse. And it's burning. Pulse, pulse. 2 more. Up, pulse, pulse. Right here's your drop. Drop, up, pulse, pulse. Good. Okay, now that gets the quad and hip flexor going. So we're going to lie down on the left elbow and take that right foot back. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. Now, I've got what's going to be your right knee down, your right knee, your left elbow, okay? So you've got that. Some people can lie all the way down, and some people can lie all the way down and roll onto their back. Here's the key thing. Make sure that the knee and foot stay down. So I would rather you elevate on your left elbow and keep the knee and the foot down than roll back and have the knee lift. So I'm just going to take this down, down, down. Oh, look how I'm working. See, otherwise that would come up. So you really have to work to say, hey, that knee needs to stay down. And then some people can roll back on the back and keep the knee down. See how it wants to pop up? No, 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 no. So I'd rather you stay up on the elbow a little bit. Keep the knee down. All right, that's all wonderful. Let's face the other way. Oh, my, my, my. So it's a 50-minute class. Yeah, I do have a clock. Let's sit up. This is happening on Facebook Live. I will download it onto YouTube. A counts back. Right, the handle for YouTube, youtube.com/c/Yogi Cecily. So we're going to get this downloaded today so other folks can see it. 4, 3, wait for it, 2, here's the stretch, and back, 2, wait for it, 3, control, 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 wait for it, 1, and relax. Let's come up again, up and up. See the control? Control. 4, wait for it, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, back, 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 control, control. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up, 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 up. See, that needs a little tilt in the pelvis. And 1, take your stretch. All right, lovely. Hold on to the left calf. Okay, check it out. The most important thing, it's a long, straight leg. Let's hold here. Now, some of you out there, I know you're just watching. I know you're just watching the video. You're just going to watch 5 minutes and you're going to be like, nope. Do me a favor, subscribe anyway. Subscribe anyway, hit the bell, do all the do's. Read the description. Like if you're not really doing it with me, go ahead and tap it. Read the description. I'll put some links in there. So at least do that. Good. Let's do drop and pulse. Drop. Pulse. Pulse. Yes, drop. Pulse. This fires up the quadriceps. Drop. Now I'm following a lot of the other YouTubes. Ido Portal and Huberman Lab. All of these folks are saying pretty much the same thing I've been saying. in a different way, but mostly I've been saying, like, don't stretch. Don't think about stretching. Think about, why is the quad not straightening the leg? Yes? Up, up, and up. I'm not trying to pull the foot. Right? It's what I call operating the leg. I'm saying, hi, you have to operate. You have to work. Okay, you're on your right elbow. What's the rule here? Right, the rule is that the knee and the foot need to stay down. Now, you can lie down, you can, go further down on your right elbow. But if the knee pops up, then you're out of pocket. All right, so here I'm going to lie down. I'm going to start doing my work. I'm going to try to stretch out. Somewhere around in here, I can feel this wants to pop up. But no, I'm going to actually adduct. So this is actually an adduction, yes, for my brainiacs out there. So to open sometimes the IT band and parts of the quads, we need the adductors to work. And I roll back on my back a little bit. I'm rolling back. You can see this knee is trying to come up. So I'm going to actually come up to find the point where I can keep it down. I'm not so high up that it's easy. Right? Y'all are so good out there. For everybody following these videos, I really appreciate it. I appreciate your comments. You can make a donation to venmo.com/Cecily-Guest. That's going to be in the description. All right? So you can always do that. Donations, very helpful. Come on up. You know what your donations can help me with this year? Is getting an air conditioner. Good, good, good. Let's face the other way. All right, so I have a blanket. You don't need a blanket. Blankets, blocks are good sometimes. I'm going to sit up on it. And by sitting up on the blanket, see how that pushes me forward. Once again, hands are going to go under the calves. I'm going to draw down and hold. I will consistently remind people, it's not about grabbing your feet. It's about getting your elbows down. Now, for my vinyasa people out there, just wait for it. I like vinyasa, but I have discovered that a lot of my students doing so much vinyasa are really struggling with the deep stretching. Okay, if you don't have a blanket, you can always use a towel, a little pillow, something that supports you well. Let's take the hands back, roll the shoulders back. What am I going to call this video? Beginner? No, I'm going to put it in the deep stretch category. I will probably add it to the intermediate category. So if you find this if you're looking for this on YouTube, you can probably look under deep stretching or intermediate yoga, all right? So now, look at how I'm working the arms off of my back. Let's come up and start that again. So I've got my thumbnails down. Inhale. Exhale. I have a lot of clients struggle to get the arms off of the back. Big struggle here. Come up and inhale. Let's do this again. Forward. Why would you struggle to get the arms off of the back? One more. People will say, oh, it's my shoulders, but it's not your shoulders. And up, let's go back to the forward stretch. The problem is that your ribs are in the way of your arms. Your ribs are literally blocking. So here, I'm doing a lot of work to once again get my ribs out of the way of the shoulder cuff. Now this is hard stuff for my brainiacs out there. It's like, what? If you follow my videos, the last few years I've been ribs. Operate your ribs. So if your ribs are pushed back and your chest is tight, it's not your shoulders. Tight chest, but the ribs are pushed back. Even if you can get your hands back here, your ribs are blocking the arms. So what you got to do is get the ribs out of the way. Sometimes I will call this Marilyn Monroe, right? I'll be like, how would Marilyn do this? She'd get all of the ribs and bosom out of the way so that the arms can operate behind you. Let's go forward. And up, breathe. Now, I know what you're saying, but Cecily, when you get down here, you're rounding. Yes, I am rounding at the end, but my arms are already off of my ribs. Good, take 2 more. So this is a deep, deep operation here. We will be standing up soon. Yeah, good, but I really love the seated work. Good, 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 good. Hands down. All right, let's go to all fours. Now, a lot of folks coming into classes, coming back to classes, I love it. Love that. And I've noticed, I'm just saying, you know, I've noticed it's wonderful. A lot of gentlemen coming back. Let's take your left leg back behind you. And I love it. Maybe the upper body's a little bit stronger. But gentlemen, you have to figure out how to straighten that leg. You know, like what is going on with the energy in this leg. So not higher, just straighter. So this is 2 for 1. It's a beautiful straight leg. I got my hands about as wide as my mat. We're going to add a push-up. The chin comes down. Look how the leg goes up in a way. Right? So the ribs go down, which gives the leg a slant. Give me 3 more. 3. Up. And 2. But I'm really keeping this leg straight because otherwise it looks kind of crunked up, right? Like that. Come on, back to child's pose. Lift up and take your right leg out for a hamstring stretch. Okay. Blocks are better. It's just simply better to have blocks. Some of you all know this. You've been with me long enough now to know. What am I going to say about these blocks? Get them further forward. Right? Like reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, we're getting to vinyasa. We're getting there. Don't worry. Padikasana, the gate, prayer position. 1 gate to the left. Look, gang, don't let your body crumple. You've got to actually push your hips forward and lengthen your arms. You have to lengthen. Feel your side ribs open, your throat open. Prayer position, yes. And we're going to go forward and over and rotate up. This is a really hard position for me. So I've had to learn not to crumple. You know, if you want that Instagram photo, you've got to actually send energy where you want it to go. Long arms, no reason for the elbows and the wrists to be bent and slack. Good, come on up, face the other way. Right leg straight out in front of you. To the rear, right leg to the rear. If Susie is watching, she'd correct me. Right leg to the rear, Cecily. Okay, yes, Susie, thank you. And we're going to take 1 push-up down and up. Look at the appearance of the rear leg. 4 more. Exhale. 3 more. Exhale. There's no reason for that leg to be slack in its energy. 2 more. 2. Yes, and up. And 1 more. 1. And up. Child's pose. Do you believe in what you're doing? I believe in you. Stop thinking about stretching and start thinking about energy. Send energy all the way out to the tips of your fingers. Send energy right into your upper back muscles, right? So that your armpits can start to open, right? Let's come on up. Left foot forward, hamstring stretching. Maybe you only have 1 block. Some of you, that's what you did. You bought 1 block. You were like, I don't want to pay for 2, so I'm just going to get 1. Or I'm going to steal 1 from the gym. Don't do that. Don't do that. Whatever you have, you try to get it forward. 5, 4, I know what happens in the gym. 3, you know, that's crazy. People, right now is the time to come back to the gym. I'm going to tell you why. 2 and 1. Come on up. First of all, gyms have been, I think, actually doing a good job of paying employees. So some of the pay increases, people are getting bumps in their salary. Gyms have already been there. Why is that? Because members kind of need to see the same people and feel a sense of community. So gyms have long actually, promoted the idea of people staying in positions. And the only way to do that is actually give them raises, right? So let's open up and go the other way. A while ago, I'm going to say like 15 or maybe 20 years ago, it wasn't so great. But now it's actually good. So we want to applaud gyms. Also, gyms don't have to deal with supply chain, right? Everything is there already. Now, I mean, you know, jump ropes might go missing, but now we know why that is. It's not the gym. It's members taking the jump ropes. Don't take the jump ropes. Don't take the blocks. Get your own. Let's come on to Prasarita Padottanasana. I'm being funny today, but you understand what I'm saying. Okay, fire it up. Bring the feet in closer, bend the knees. Okay, great. From this position, I'm going to call this a sumo position. Lace your fingertips and touch the floor with your index fingers. This is like a stylus. It's going to go straight up and down. And up. Yes, yes, and down. 4 more goes up. Look at nice back bending and down. 3 more goes up and down. 2 more. Take me up. Sure, sure. And down. 1 more. Take me up. Yes, yes. And down. Turn to the right side. Lunge and hold. Now I'm going to get my block back in here. If you don't have a block, it's okay, but I know you'll get one. Look at how low the hips are. So many students, they get to a lunge and the first thing they do is step in. Don't do that. You're going to know you're out of pocket if the front leg is almost straight and if your hips are higher than your shoulders. So you want the opposite. Hips are lower than the shoulders. Let's take the back foot, turn it down like warrior 1. Yes, and let's reach. 3, 2, and come on back down. Great. Turn down the back left knee. Yep. You can use 2 blocks. Going to straighten both legs. Hamstring stretch, staggered stance I call it. And we're going to take the blocks forward and take the standing splits. Draw the knee to the nose. Take the leg up. Look how long and straight and firm the leg is, and take it back. Up to the nose. Out. Step. Look further back. Further back. Up to the nose. This is what people do. They step like, what is that? And now you're like out of pocket, right? Up to the nose. Look how far back. Step back. 1 more. Up. My goodness. And in. It is so hard sometimes for me to get you all to actually just lengthen and step back. All right. I know you need some vinyasa. I know you need some power. So let's come out to a plank position. The left leg is going to lift a little. Look how long and straight it is. Nothing's crumpled. So we take 5 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Child's pose. I know. Let's get the right foot forward. Can grab a blocks. This is good. Go to staggered stance. That's good. A little hamstring stretching. That'll work. Then we're going to bend and push. Oh, I think it's the same leg. I've got to change legs. Put your left foot forward. Sorry, gang. Staggered stance. Yes, thank you, Susie. Susie was like, it's the wrong leg. For my teachers out there, isn't it wonderful to have students who kind of keep you like we already did the right side? But then on the other hand, I want to remind everybody, I have to reverse everything. So this is my right leg, is your left leg. Don't get me off track. I'm being silly today. All right. So let's bend. And push. We are going to do the other side for that side lunge, don't worry. And bend. Push forward. Draw it to the nose and out. Listen, please step back. Look how I move the blocks. Yes? Forward to the nose, out and back. Two more. Forward to the nose, back, and back. You can leave the blocks forward too, yes? Up to the nose, and back, and down, okay? Blocks get out of the way. Got to fire up some push-ups. All right, the right leg is lifted a little, we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. If Nina is out there, please, your chest goes all the way down. And child's pose. Nice. Let's go from the top. So that's Prasarita. So from the top of this, it's Prasarita. We bring the feet in and we sumo squat. Now we are going to get to some deeper stretches, but clearly right now I'm trying to get some heat in the body, before we finish with the longer held positions. So lace the fingers, point like a stylist, right? Up and down, up, and down. Please breathe. Up, yes, and down. So it's a big sumo squat. Look at the buttocks, comes down. Yep, come way down on the inside. Up. Some people, your hips are staying up, your head is going down. Up, but we don't want that one. The head stays up. Yes, stretch 2 more. And squat, thank you. And 1 more, up. Goodness gracious, and squat. Let's turn to the left side, take your downward facing dog. Good. Bend the knees, step your left foot forward. Going to straighten out the back right leg with or without blocks. So again, you hear me saying, I'll just keep repeating all of these videos. I think I'm very consistent in the idea of energy. So what a lot of people are doing, I know, I sort of get it. You're getting the blocks, you're using the blocks, but you're actually lifting up higher. Right? So where are my brainiacs out there? So you will have to start letting yourself down. It makes no sense. And then I'll have students say, I can't. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Like, let go. Like, if I were to get rid of the blocks, your energy would immediately change. So what you got to do is you're using the blocks to help you let things down. Yep, some of my friends, maybe some of my friends my age, my classmates out there on Facebook, a lot of my classmates from high school watching. You gotta really, I'm telling you, if you're not exercising, I see you all. I see you all like, look at me, I'm in Cancun having margaritas. See, I don't do any of that stuff anymore. Because I did all that, right? Yeah, in your 20s and 30s, when you still look good in the bikini and stuff, it's like, I'm done with all of that. Okay, we're going to turn down the back foot. So you can use the blocks, but you're not using the blocks to push yourself up. All right? Look, the body's turning. This leg, so long and firm, I can feel the quadricep. Stretch across. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to the center. Now I just want to go right to left with that posture. This is Parshva Konasana. I'm going to turn, right foot out, bend the knee, push the left leg back, and turn up. I love it. Prasarita. This is Prasarita. Come up. I'm going to turn the left foot out and go directly into Parshva Konasana. Look how this leg pushes back. One of my favorite poses. Oh God, I could just hang out here forever. Prasarita. Let's go to the right side again. Once again, look at how I'm willing to take this part of my body and say, well, this part has to go down, which means that leg has to push out. Pushes out. The right hand is flat. Sometimes people are way up here on their fingers. I'm like, but why would you do that? Why would you do that when you actually want your hips, your right hand to come down? Prasarita. And then some people will say, I can't. I'll say, well, that's illogical. So gravity wants you to come down. I mean, just think about it. What it is when you get there, it burns. It burns. So I would rather my students say, I can do that, but it burns. All right, I'll buy that. Right? Come on down. Now, of course, some people have ankle injury, knee injuries, once more to the right, knee injuries, hip replacements, but this is crazy. I use my joints all the time, a lot. And more than likely, I will not need any joint replacement for the entirety of my life. More than likely. Got to watch the cartilage. But I think it's a shame for people to need joint replacement, knee replacement, hip replacement, and they've had an office job their whole life. I'm like, what is that? I have some clients are firemen, contractors, people lifting heavy weights, running jackhammers, things like that. That makes sense. Come back to the center, Prasarita. Let's stand all the way upright. Prayer position. Am I judgy? Am I being judgy? A little. I'm being a little judgy. If you think I'm judgy, drop me a comment. You're being judgy. Okay. Fingertips laced over the back. So what do we got to do? We got to get the ribs out of the way. So the shoulders can roll up. Look at the elbows close together. And hands down. Good. Turn to the right side. Lunge. Look how the hips go down. Lunge. Plank. Chaturanga. Upward dog. All right, here we go. Deep stretching, downward dog. You're not going to like it, but that's all right. Bend your knees to the mat. Come all the way down onto your belly. Prop up on your elbows. Good. Left foot. Left hand goes on the inside. Let's hang out here. 5. My advanced students, you all will do more with it already. 4, 3, but I actually like it kind of up high here too, because I feel this chest would be your left front armpit and chest getting massive stretch. Good. Changing sides. Look at how the ribs, there's no rib bones on the mat. Right? No rib bones. I'm going to try to keep the hip sockets down. Reach back and hold. I'm actually pushing my foot into my hand. This is another one. People get here and all of the energy is slouching. I'm like, what is going on? You must try to make yourself bigger. like everything has much more energy. Incredible amounts of energy. And release. Child's pose. Okay, we will go deeper with that. Hold on tight, okay? My advanced students maybe know where this is going. Beginners, you'll be a little shocked, all right? So that's okay. Might as well tell yourself you can. Hashtag stay hard David Goggins. Right? So the left foot comes up. Good. The left hand goes back. Now I'm going to try to get out of this rotation. I've got to actually bring the left hip socket down and level out the left rib. So now the left foot goes inside the left elbow. Look at that. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to straighten out the left arm and the bend and touch. 4 more. Inhale. When you straighten out the arm, the chest goes up. Exhale. Inhale. This feels so good. Exhale. It feels really intense. Like on the one hand, I could see how it feels bad. But some of us like the spicy foods. My goodness. This goes down. And we're going to straighten out the right arm and bring your forehead down. Quadricep hip flexor, chest opener, back bending. We're going to come up. Yes. Grab the knee. Reach back, grab your knee. Pull the knee up. So you try to grab the base of the knee and pull the knee up. So you're also working, oh my gosh, the glute, upper back, shoulder roll back, 3, 2, and 1. Woo-hoo! Child's pose. Oh, mama, did you like it? No? Come on up. Excellent. That was your left leg. So we're going to take the left leg out in front. And yeah, we're sitting on what would be your right foot. You can sit to the floor. Some of you can get to the floor. Can't get to the floor. I will always say, if you have your Mexican blankets is better than using a block. If you're using blocks to sit, the foam blocks are a little bit better because your bones will press in. So having all the different blocks, cork block, foam block. All right, forward stretch. Where do the hands go? Past the foot. Way. 5. So again, this is your left leg. We just did the back bending on the left side. So now we're going to do the hamstring stretching forward. 3. So the more your arms get out in the front, boy, oh boy, the body just starts to lay down on the leg. Keep stretching, hold your stretch. I want you all to notice, this is the key factor. The key factor is your rib meeting your thigh? So even if I didn't have arms, my ribs meet the thighs. So important. Good. We're going to come up. Take the back knee back, 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 and back. Great. Straighten the back leg. Bring the back elbow. It's going to be your right elbow. Bring your right elbow down. Blocks or blankets is good. Now look how I'm twisting. I'm trying to open what would be your right hip. You can see, look at how this thigh, I'm actually trying to get the thigh down. Now some people do this stretch and they're like up so high. They're so high like there's no stretch. Right? There's stuff is happening. But stretch, right, is a contraction, right? And I want to go with gravity. When you do that, it burns, like a lot. I know we don't like it, we don't love it, but see, look, I'm trying to get this entire leg down and straight. I'm not a dancer. I'm not a gymnast. I'm a yoga practitioner. The amount of flexibility that I have now, I did not have many years ago. No, wait, look how I'm coming down lower, lower, lower. A little bit rolling onto the right side. So you can see the inside of this leg. 3, 2, so it's really a glute stretch. It's very similar to pigeon. All right, let's come on up. Whoa. Straight legs forward fold. Whoa. Wow. All right, come on down to your knees. We're going to face the other way. I know you all feel like you need it, so let's take Chaturanga Vinyasa. I want you to see, a lot of my students said, hey, Cecily, when we do deep stretching, all of a sudden Chaturanga feels real clunky. Feels real clunky. I'm like, I know it does. Walk your hands back to your feet. And the reason why it feels clunky is because most of us are muscling into Chaturanga Vinyasa. We're generating heat. Let's stand all the way up, inhale. And that's okay. Right? Forward fold. So that's okay. We're generating heat here. Chaturanga once again. No big deal. Not going to make a big deal out of this. Upward facing dog. You know, we jam through this so quickly that the end points of the muscles, the fascia, gets no stretch. Let's come on and bend the knees. And we've got to come down. Yeah, we do. Come down onto the belly. High. Not our favorite place. I know. So what do? We're propped up. Your right foot goes up. Now you might have to swivel. You might have to swivel a little bit or lean a little bit into your left side, but you can find your foot. And then once you've leaned over to the left, you have to kind of right the ship. We're just going to stay here. Watch me though. If I push into the foot, my ribs go up. So we don't want crumpled energy here. We want expansive energy. The foot is kicking back. This is what teachers will say. So you can take the foot, you could take the ankle. Some people will say flex the foot and push back. Not only is it a deeper stretch, but it's also a deeper contraction. And you can see by the presentation of the buttocks. So a lot of people in the gym doing a million squats. They're doing a million squats to get that booty firmed up, right? And I'm like, no, do this one. Do this. Look at the buttocks here. Can you believe? I know it's hard to believe. So we're going to release down a little bit. We're going to reset and do our work to get the foot inside the elbow. Almost everyone I know can actually do this, unless you have a shoulder cuff tear injury. Look how I slide the foot. Your elbow's designed to be inside, your foot's designed to be inside your elbow. It's true. And if it doesn't go there, it's just because the front chest is very tight. So we're propped up. We're going to straighten the arm and then bend it and touch. Straighten. Gosh, bend and touch. Oh, this burns so intensely. My upper back. Some of you, you might feel your lumbar, but that's okay. The back, all areas of the body need some burning happening. Right? I know it sounds so strange, like that doesn't sound right. And then we're going to hold there and come on down. I know you're thinking, that doesn't sound right. It seems like, burning, but we already know burning, heat, yes, right? That is energy. That is energy. So the more stiff and rusty and crunked up you feel in your body, the more your body needs to burn. Right? Look, I'm reaching down for the knee. I'm going to come up, try to lift the knee up. Lift the knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Let's come on up. Whoa. Yeah, I know. Take your right foot forward. Wow. Little open up the hamstring. Right? You have blocks. You have a blanket, maybe. I like the blankets. Look how I've got the blankets, almost like a kind of block. I called it a blocket. So we need that block. So we're going to bend here, straighten out the rear leg. What do I want to happen in the rear leg? I want this entire thigh to come down. I want this entire underside to come down. So I'm going to actually push back until the left elbow is kind of settled in. That's why I like the blankets. And I'm not slacking the back leg. I'm actually trying to push energy back. You push energy back, the knee might come up. Isn't that interesting? So I push back into that leg. Look how the knee comes up. See? A long, long straight leg. I'm looking underneath. I'm trying to get this leg down. And now a little bit of a roll to the left. The entire rear leg, your left leg, can come down. Totally. Tensor fascia latte, stretching. Right? Follow the right podcasts and YouTubes. They'll explain that the IT band really doesn't stretch. The band itself doesn't. Right? But some of the things connecting do. All right, we come up and out of there. Whoa, was that nice? All fours. Feel it? Whew. Straight legs forward fold. It's going to take you a minute. Come back up. Good. Enjoy your forward fold. Maybe hold on to the back of the calves and the ankles. Here it is again. I see a lot of people going in for stretching, going in for yin yoga. They're way up here. And they're like, yay, look at me stretching. Nothing's happening. You will spend a lifetime here. So what needs to change? What actually needs to change is your idea of the energy. So reach your hands back, get a grip, and begin to use your abdominals. Begin to use your arms, your abdominals, right? To begin to draw yourself down, because nothing's going to happen here. Another good one is place the hands behind the ears, right? And actually pull your head down, like engage it down. Whoa. You're going to notice, yeah, man, your hands behind the ears, you're going way down. You're going 2 to 4 inches lower than where you were before. You get a little bit lower, right? And then maybe you can get your hands on your calves. Oh gosh, let's have a seat. I'm such a strong believer in the deep work. What do you think? Leave me a comment, right? That's what I'm supposed to say. Leave me a comment. I get some comments, and I thank you for your donations. I do get people actually using these videos. I have other students, 2 years of COVID. I haven't done yoga in 2 years. Why not? I just can't, but videos, free videos with me just for you. Make a donation, $5, right? $20, whatever works, $3. It can be an odd number, right? $3, right? Whatever, but the point is, these classes are here for you. Then someone said, oh, but some of them are beginner. Well, if you're an advanced student, just use the beginner, right? As your model, let's scooch forward and do a plow pose. A lot of people struggle plow pose. We're almost done. Legs up, over, and back. Hey, look at this here. Look at this here. Now, I have a client, she's working on plow pose. I'm saying bring your elbows together. Now watch my feet. Watch my feet. Walk, back, back, back. Walk, back. Then hands on the outer hip and come on down. We'll do that again. Okay, well when you walk your feet back, suddenly you're like, oh, I feel my neck stretching. That is what the position is for. It's designed to stretch the back of your neck. And I'll talk you through that in like a totally other video. But it's designed to stretch your neck. You say, but that doesn't seem right. My neck is always aching. Your neck is aching because you never stretch it. Right? Make sure you're looking up, not looking to the side. Sometimes I do that as a teacher. I'll look at the video screen. So you don't want to actually look at the video screen. You want to look between your knees, get your hands on your body, and then walk, 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 walk. Keep going. Walk, walk, walking. I'm adding in some alternating legs for my advanced students, yes. However, you have to push your hips towards you as the leg goes up. Gosh, I love it. Bend the knees in towards the eyebrows, the ears. And relax, happy baby's pose. One last deep stretch. Now this one's not for everyone. We're gonna hold on to the right knee and straighten out the left leg in front. I'm gonna put hashtag Nidrasana. Nidrasana is a position where the foot goes over the back of your head, really. So here I'm gonna lift up, and notice this knee is very close to my face, very close to my shoulder. Some of you will stay there, otherwise the right arm goes on the inside, and now both hands are on the feet. Okay. Look at the left leg long. Nothing crimping. Look, all I do is add energy to the left leg, and the rest of the body has to address to that energy. Take your right foot, bring it to your forehead. Bring it into your body. 5, we're just gonna do this part of it. Gosh, 4. 3 has a similar feeling to pigeon pose. 2, and 1, and release. Changing sides. So hold on to what would be your left knee. Take the time to give energy to the right leg. See, this is what I'm saying. Everybody can get here. And it's like, okay, so it's not stretching in the way that we think. Stretching is energy, intensely expansive energy, right? So this energy is expanding out that way. This energy is expanding inward. I know that sounds strange, but okay. Left arm on the inside. Lovely, lovely work, lovely position, getting your foot to your face, that which is where your foot belongs, right? So when we were all, before we were born, our body was very close to us. And we can get back to that kind of intimacy. We can get back to that closeness. Gosh. It's so lovely. Okay, good. Now, hug your knees. You can always stay where you are. Okay. I'm always going to sit up and sign off. I hope you enjoyed the class. the practice of yoga is so fantastic. So much yoga in the world. So much yoga. You don't have to be a yoga teacher. You don't have to sign up for a teacher training. Right? A lot of people spend a lot of money doing teacher training. What you got to do is you got to put your mat out. You got to put your mat out every day and work the subject. Like yoga, right, means to yoke, to bind your attention, your awareness, right, to bind your inner self to the work. And so to this regard, there's not a moment where we're not practicing yoga, even if it's in the way that we extend friendship or charity or patience, is all yoga, because you have to bind yourself to attention. It can't be just exercise. Right? If you exercise and you're dedicated to exercising every day, you're actually practicing yoga, because you have yoked yourself, you have bound yourself, you have committed yourself to that work. No one's forcing you to do it. You in your every cell of your body, you do it. Right? Yes, yes, yes. All of the wonderful photos, all of the luxurious leisure vacations, sitting out on the yoga, I know. Sitting out on the beach with your sunglasses on, I know, I get it. But where's the yoga? Right? You could squat, you could yoga walking, hiking, exploring, seeing. Aliveness. All right, that's our class for today. My name is Yogi Cecily here on Facebook, on YouTube, Yogi Cecily. You can find me on Instagram, instagram.com/Cecily_yogi. Right, I have reels. There are classes and videos there as well. This will get downloaded onto YouTube, and I will see you next week. Thank you so very, very much.